I can't with these people. I cannot. I cannot. I'm talking about real life people that you know. In real life, I ain't talking about no virtual people. I don't talk about them. Uh-uh. Look here. Y'all. These folks done made me get up out of a sound sleep. I ain't bother nobody. I'm asleep, okay? But I thought I'd come out here and tell y'all this is the kind of stuff go on in my real life, okay? And it could be every day. Sometimes I get a little break, and sometimes I don't. I don't know why people always think that I can make them feel better, or I can answer their problems, or I got the resolution to resolve their problem. I ain't got none of that. Okay. And these days I don't want to have it. No, I don't. I do not. No, ma'am, Pam. I can't with these folks. They get on my nerves, y'all. So I'm gonna wait till y'all get in here so I can tell y'all about this. I done woke up out of sound sleep, had to go brush my teeth, wash my face again. Put on some lipstick, come back out here to tell y'all about it. I'm sick of these folks. They better leave me alone now. All I want is to be left alone. That's it. That's all. I don't need nobody, no nothing. I'm at a point right now where I'm best by myself, okay? And I'm good by myself. Oh, I can't with these folks. They get on my nerves. Y'all ever had people to just get on your nerves? For real. And I'm at a point where I'm gonna start blocking some numbers. I am, because I'm sick of hearing it. I'm sick and tired. I've been listening to this. It'd be different if y'all just started this stuff. Okay, these people that's doing this stuff. But y'all been doing this stuff too long now. Okay, and I don't have no patience for that kind of stuff. Okay, that's why I don't know if I would be a good therapist or not. I don't know at this point in my life because you ain't over that yet. You still on the same thing. You was in here last week before the last year before. Like, oh no, baby, no. I'm still praying for patience, but it ain't made it yet. So I don't know if it's gonna make it because I mean, I can't do it. I can't do it. What's up, yo? Hey, Miss Betty, how y'all doing? Yeah, midday vibes, fun and laughter, y'all. So here's how the story began. We should have called this story time, huh? Well, that's somebody else brought that about. So it's just fun and laughter over here at midday vibes, chatting with Miss V. That's what it is, okay? So I'm sound asleep, probably snowing, because I will snore, they say. I don't know. So let's pretend I was snoring. Telephone rings. Hello. Hey girl, what you doing? I was asleep. Oh, okay. Well, I just called to tell you. We at it again. Who at it again? Me and my sister. We done got into it again. Oh, okay. Well, I just got to tell you what happened. All right. So here goes. You know, she been messing with me all my life. And I'll never bother her. And she always doing something to me. And this time, I just done had enough of her. Hold up. Hold your horses. Wait a minute. So this is where I come in, okay? Because I done had all I can stand. I can't, I'm really not trying to hear that no more. You got to understand, this stuff been going on between these people for close to 50 years. Since they was children. They sisters. I ain't the sister. I ain't trying to get in there. Because so far as I'm concerned, both of y'all got issues. Okay, from childhood. Now y'all trying to bring this stuff into my life in my old age. And then both of y'all gonna be mad at me because I'm gonna tell both of y'all how I feel. You nutty. Because you always doing her like that. And she nutty for allowing her to do her like that. I'm trying to talk in a third person here, okay? And I really ain't trying to hear that stuff today. So she may be mad, and I don't care. Don't call me no more with that. I'm sick of that. I've been knowing you for almost 45 years. And I've been going through this with you for almost 45 years. Listening. And every time you get mad, but then you go right back to the same situation. You must like it. Or are you so damn insecure you can't feel like you can't move on with your life without her? I can't understand nobody in their 60s that still feel like they got to have somebody in their life. I just don't think that way. It might be a whole lot of people out there who do, but I ain't one of them. Okay? Me and Jesus walking the last mile of the way. Okay? Whoever want to walk with us, they can walk. If they don't choose to walk, see ya. Because I guarantee you one thing. I ain't bothered you unless you bothered me. I ain't said nothing about you unless you said something about me. Okay? And if I said it, I said it. However you take it, that's on you. Now, that's what I would have told her a long time ago. You see the conflict. We are not no exceptions to the rule. Everybody got people in their life that ain't quite wrapped tight, you know, narcissistic, want to control everything. Just move out from around them. You ain't got to go back and forth with them people. I've been telling y'all ever since I've been here, I ain't no back and forth person because I really don't care how you think or how you feel. Okay? I don't know you, you don't know me. And a lot of people who've been in your life, all your life, you don't know these folks. You know of them. There's a big difference. Okay? Just know that. So their opinions, again, are like assholes. Everybody's got one. Think what you want to think. Feel however you want to feel. It matters not to me. My life finna go on. With you or without you. You don't stop nothing over here. Mm-mm. Many have tried, but they failed, okay? Because I ain't finna be bothered with you. Period. I don't care what you say or what you do. You can continue on until you get stopped. That's how it go over here. Yeah. So you mean to tell me y'all into it again about the same old, it's childhood issues, unresolved. So y'all gonna take that stuff to the grave with y'all. But it's gonna end here today. And it did. It's done. It's over. I ain't got nothing else to say to you, about you, nothing. Ain't no help. Y'all beyond repair. It is what it is. What's up, Miss Betty? How you doing this evening? Hey, Miss Audrey. Okay, the trolls, see, they just like that. Because they would have been trolling their ass up in here if they wasn't like that. Better hit that like button on the way out the gate, too. Okay? Because as soon as the gate to the ship is open, you're going overboard. But hit the like button on the way down. I appreciate you. And the rest of y'all coming in, thank y'all for hitting the like button. Y'all need to come on with it, though. Hey, Nawatha. Sting is in the building. Rojan, welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Hey, ma'am, give me some life advice. Life advice on what? You got to be specific. I ain't no life coach now. I just live my life according to my values, my standard, my rules I set for me. And I govern myself accordingly. It don't make no difference who like it and who don't like it. It's my life. I live my life my way. Because only I can answer for me. And in the end, that's what you're going to do. Now, what seems to be the problem? Maybe somebody in the chat got more advice they can give you than me. It happens that way a lot of times. Some things I haven't experienced, I can't speak on. Hey, McCarla. Sting is agreeing with me. Hey, you gotta let them people go. Stop calling over here, waking me up out of a sound sleep. I decided I wanted to go take a nap. And here you come, waking me up. And I told you when you answered the phone, didn't I tell you? I say, I'm asleep. I had a sleep voice. But it didn't matter to you about you breaking my rest with your problems. I ain't getting paid to listen to that. You better go see a psychotherapist, psychoanalyst, psychologist, whoever. One of them psychs. Because I ain't the one. Not today. Namara ain't gonna look too good either. What's up, McCalla? Veronica. She always hit that like button on the way in. They sisters and they just like to vent, but they are blood and not going to change. Nope, they ain't changed in all these years. They in the 60s, both of them. Okay? And they ain't finna change. One getting closer to 70 than 60. The other one right at the borderline of 60. Okay? But now they ain't gonna change. And you have that in families. You have it where families don't get along. Just because they family, that don't mean they get along. But somebody got to be the person that have more sense than the other one. If I see I can't get along with y'all, give a damn who it is. I've got to move on. I ain't finna stress myself over. You said what you said. She said what she said. Now it's how you gonna deal with it from that point on. Are you gonna stay there knowing it's gonna happen again because it's got a repeat history to it? Or are you gonna get on up and move on about your business and live your life? It's gonna be sad in a few more years because you're gonna be sitting there thinking about how much fun you really, really missed out on in life because you had to live by somebody else's rules and regulations who didn't even live in your home. They both got separate homes. Why does it matter so much about how she think and what she feel? Why you can't speak up for yourself until you get mad? Then why you got to call around everybody for validation and confirmation? Shit, me. Yeah, Miss Veronica, that's what they do. They get on your nerves. Hey, Miss Libra, what you think about that, Miss Libra? That's such a waste of time for everybody. And you ain't finna keep me in this no longer. I've been involved in listening to you and keeping my mouth shut for years to get along with both of y'all. At this point, I don't want neither one of y'all in my life. Y'all just too much drama. You gone somewhere. Tell somebody else. Find another friend, okay? You can say that again, Ms.V. Once you reach your sixes, close to your sevens, no time for the bullshit. No, you don't want that stuff in your life. You got peace in your life, and here they come over here trying to destroy your peace. How much more peaceful can you be when you at a sound sleep? And you tell the person, I sleep. Baby, I'm not finna let you disturb my peace. No more. When I was younger, I could kind of deal with it. I could kind of listen to it and say, it'll be all right, not get in family drama either, because they'll turn on you. You mess around and say the wrong thing. That's my sister you talking about. When you just talk about her. Something's wrong with people. I'm telling you. All of a sudden, y'all done got blood tied again. Y'all is real kin again. But a few days ago, baby, you was ready to set on fire. Throw the gasoline and the match on. I have to laugh at that crazy stuff. Because it's just that. It's crazy. Okay? I can't no more. I'm done. Okay. Hey, Tracy. How you doing, Tracy? Christian, hi, how are you, Christian? Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Veronica said, you telling the truth. People will drag you all off into all that mess. And then you try to mediate it for them, then they get mad at you because they feel like you take another side. Well, hell, you wrong. When you wrong, you wrong. Now look, I don't know how many times these people don't apologize to each other. I'm only gonna give you one apology, and I'm done with that. Okay, you do it again, you mess up again. Don't look for me. I don't need you. I lived my whole life without you, but I need you now. It should be funny to me. I have to stop and laugh at it. It is too crazy. I be thinking, damn, what kind of mind you got? You don't mean to tell me you got more important things? You could be in there watching TV, or you could be asleep like me. If you have been asleep and not been talking to, sometimes you got to screen calls. Everybody, you don't need to be talking to everybody. And then the people that only call you when it's a problem arise. I be screening them. Because you already know. Here come the problem. That ain't your problem. You got your own life situations going on. Man, don't need nobody but God to validate me. Hey, Marissa, hope you are well. Roseanne, I don't agree with your lifestyle, and Jesus wouldn't either. I don't give a damn whether you agree with it anyway, Roseanne. It don't matter to me. Who are you? To be, you don't even know my lifestyle. You only see what you see out here. And how you know what Jesus gonna make? Girl, you ain't making a lick of sense, but I'm glad you came in with that comment, because I'm gonna use you for an example. Coming in here, don't know me from Adam, only know me out here on social media, what you see and what you say. I might not agree with yours either, and don't give a damn. You got that, Roseanne? Now, bye-bye, sugar. Uh, Oh, let me finish reading. And yes, my opinions are the most important. Ooh, you sound like a narcissist right there. Your opinions. No, everybody's opinions in chatting with Ms.V is important, not just yours. You effed up again, okay? My husband is the top attorney, and who gives a damn about what your husband is? Ooh, if you don't get the hell out of here, nobody give a damn about who you or your husband. And fall off like you fell in. Hit the like button on the way out. Bye. Look at the Watha laughing. What, I'm supposed to be scared of your husband? Uh-uh. But bye. Bye. See ya. If you don't finance me, enhance me, or advance me, then please walk away from me. Exactly. And thank you. Marissa speaking. And the trolls trolling in and trolling out. Thank you, boss, for getting them out of here. Marissa, I'm good. I hope you are good also. I can't call it up, bust out laughing. Hello from Sweden. Kiki, how are you? Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. We just out here chit-chatting about life today and how people can just live their life through somebody else. Live your own life. What's wrong with you? Just like whoever, Roshida or whatever her name was, over here telling me about who she is. Now what, girl, what that's got to do with me? I don't care nothing about you. Get out of my chat. I don't recall inviting you. You bounce your ass up in here talking about you don't agree with my lifestyle. I don't give a damn whether you agree with it or not. That's what we talking about right now. We live our lives. I would be just like the woman I was talking about if I were to live my life according to you. Girl, bye. Bye, 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 bye. Right, Miss V. Don't let the boot kick you on the way out. You better go on. Let well, how they said, let the door handle hit you where the good Lord split you. Yeah, like that, just like that. So I didn't listen to the conversation. So hopefully I won't even be entertained by that anymore. No. I'm done. I'm done. If it come back again, I promise it's blocked. And that's how I'm dealing with it. What you saying, Sting? Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Yes, that's exactly right. Just like T blaming the crash last night on Biden administration. But what he the one got rid of the aviation agencies a couple of weeks back, or was it last week? And then lives were lost this week. Wasn't he the one that did not use the playbook and the pandemic hit us? Killed up a whole bunch of people. That's a lot of lives lost on his watch. Sure is. I would hate to be him and have to answer for all of that. You can get with you can get away with it down here with man. But what about in the end? On that judgment day? Wow. Um of saying my heart goes out to the families. Exactly. Condolences to each and every one of them. That people didn't have no idea they wasn't gonna make it home. And that really, I guess it wasn't enough FTA control for the planes to get on the same path and collide. Somebody wasn't flying on the right level. There wasn't enough distance between them for one to pass the other. Sad, sad. Kiki say, damn, I like your vibe. Kiki, I'm just me. I'm just as real as I can be. Okay? And yeah, I have made a big change from 60 to 70. The older I get, the less I want to be bothered with a bunch of drama and a bunch of nonsense. Okay? It ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't want to be bothered. And it's ironic. I was just talking to an old friend yesterday. He's a guy. And he's been knowing me since my early 20s. And he made the statement yesterday. He said, you've always been about business. You've always made sure you could maintain and take care of yourself. You never ran in big crowds, although you knew a lot of people and was always invited to a lot of functions and stuff like that. He said, but you've been back here almost, I guess it's going on 5 years this year. And I ain't even seen you. I talked to you. I told him, I said, when I came back as a different person. I came back as a widow, something I had never, ever been before. I've been married, I've been single, I've been divorced, but I had never been a widow before. That's a whole different life change, lifestyle. Everything about it, it's going to change. And I had to deal with that. And every day I have to deal with it. It's nobody now but me, myself, and I. So you think I give a damn about this woman who just came up in there talking about she don't agree with my lifestyle? First of all, you need to know me. Okay? And second of all, I don't give a damn about your opinion. So you can keep it to yourself. And then I don't give a damn about why do I need to know your husband is a big time attorney? What that's got to do with me? What are you trying to say? Better go on, girl. Hey, Lakeisha, how you doing, sugar? You were reading about the Titanic. It's interesting. I've seen the movie. It's very interesting. And a very few people survived it. And they had a couple of people years back that were still living. I haven't kept up with it lately to know if the people passed on or not. Yeah. Prayers to the family who lost loved ones in the crash. Yeah. Yeah. Unnecessarily. That time was gone. They were out of here. Thank y'all for the prayer hands. For the families. I appreciate that. I know the Hispanic community feeling really stupid right now. Mass deportation. Illegal. We hear right around them thing, but lately I ain't even been going out that much. I mean, it's a dreary looking day, and it was a good day for me to go to sleep. Sun ain't been shining. I don't have the energy I normally have when I don't see the sun. So I just felt like it's a good day to go to sleep. But they all, in this area, they were all Trump supporters. Okay? Probably in California too, because we bordering, okay, states. And all they got to do is try to get across that water. And they coming in either through Texas or California mainly. And I don't know how they feel. I don't know how they couldn't see what he was saying from the beginning. He wasn't interested in them. I don't know. And my black brothers, who could y'all let Trump fool y'all like that? Now we back to search and seizure for no reason. Just because you're black. He told you he was going to make America great again. You couldn't figure out what that meant? Go backwards, not forward. Where the rich ruled, and when you're white, you're right. When you're black, step back. It's basically the way it is. He fired those folks on January the 22nd. And there is a letter and a video of him doing this. But his speech today said, no, it was 3 days ago, not busted. You're lying again. God's writing everything down with his pen. And he ain't using that same pen he using, baby. He wearing that pen out. That sucker gonna be out of ink real soon. LPDO. How you doing, sugar? You was on it, baby. I gotta protect me, okay? And my sanity, my mental, what's around me. If it ain't peaceful and it ain't fun and it ain't about joy and peace and happiness, I really ain't got a lot of time for it. Carla say Sting is awful. They're gathering people up like they are cattle. It's a sad situation, especially for the children. Yes, indeed. And when I saw that, I was like, oh no. And that was the first thing that hit my mind. Didn't he just fire them aviation people last week? I was like, man, when you ain't doing the right thing, bad thing happen. Okay, you want me to pronounce this too? A lot of foreigners coming in. Ooh, and y'all giving me fits with these names. S-H-A, Shay Lick. Kick. Shalik, I guess. Hi, welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Baby, we out here with a midday vibe. Just chit-chatting about life itself and the things going on in the world and where you stand with all of this. I mean, it's an older group of people over here, with the exception of a very few. We just don't see life like all these young ones out here, just steady living the same life, the same lifestyle, like ain't none of this stuff happening. You don't see no warning signs. You just think life gonna go on like it used to. When you see every day how the world is changing right in your face. You got the leaders of the country making all of the decisions for the people, but they're not necessarily in your behalf. And when they're not in your behalf, that's when you got to try to change things in your life to make it benefit or make it work for you. Take that taco truck out your mouth, T. What taco what? Oh, just take the taco out your mouth, T. You can only probably eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches now. Enjoy. Man, all I can say is when God steps in, we done got too violent. We done just got to a point of no return where anything goes. If you got to follow the people behind you that's supporting what you saying, it don't have to be right. It can be wrong. It's two left shoes. It's y'all good to go. So y'all all just gone on and just do what you do. Y'all on the road to disaster. Ain't nobody finna lead me down the path of destruction where it's gonna hurt me. Now I'm quick to jump ship me. I ain't come out here without no life raft. I don't want to be caught up in none of that stuff. He got too much going on. I done told him. Now, I called him up on the phone the other night and told him, put the pen down. I told him to lay it down for at least a month. Take some rest. Gather your thoughts. Think about the people. Now, here we go again. We got to moan the deaths of all these folks we don't even know. It's the beginning of the year. They gone. Once you're gone, you don't come back. Every now and then somebody get a second chance on life. They code them and they bring them back. That ain't every day. They ain't often. I just don't understand the whole situation myself. Sting is saying, and the ones that have the citizenship, he's trying to find a way to take that away from them. But why waste so much time on people that are legal in here? You know, I kind of can understand the illegals, because if the laws state that you should have applied and gotten citizenship to come up in here, then I can understand. But I also heard him say out on the campaign trail more times than one that all these immigrants that was coming in here was the ones that was doing all this mass shooting and these murders and committing all these crimes and all that stuff. And that wasn't a true statement. Because we had people that were citizens of the United States that went off in schools and shot and killed the babies up in there and the teachers and whoever else was in the way. They weren't immigrants. All the people that went in the Capitol weren't immigrants either. But they did the same thing. So just tell the truth and say you don't want them here. And you're going to get rid of them. Don't make up excuses for sending them out of here. You the man with the pen and the power, you can do whatever you want to do. A lot of people make up excuses for getting rid of folks. Why you just can't be open and honest and say, I just don't want you here. I just don't like you. And be done with it. I don't like that kind of stuff. No, just tell me. I promise you won't get much rebuttal. Not for me. What I'm a rebuttal with you for? Who are you for me to go back and forth with? When you ain't paying no bills, you ain't bringing nothing into my life worth even having you. You did me a favor. Trust and believe that. You one less person I got to deal with. It's all in how you look at it. Folks need to stop it. If getting any type of transplant or blood infusion, you don't know what race or gender gave it. Well, if you want to live, you're not going to know. The only thing you're going to know is if it's a match or if it's not a match. And if you really want to live, it ain't going to come down to what gender. I'm afraid it's going to come down to if it's a match or if it's not a match. Okay? So that's going to be left up to the individual themselves on whether they're going to take it or whether they're not going to take it. All the transplants in my family, we don't know where they came from. Well, the last one for my nephew, for my great nephew, my nephew actually did correspond with that family. So we do know where that liver came from. But the other two, they just made a phone call. We have a liver here that matched. Get him here. And that's what you did. You're trying to save his life at that point. Sting said, I was listening to one podcast this morning. Does black man... Hold up. I was listening to one podcast this morning. Does the black man was asked, why he voted for Trump. Okay, a black man was asked why he voted for Trump. He said he voted for Trump because Kamala didn't have any plans for black men. Stupid reason. The plan was for everybody on both sides. Did Trump have a plan for black men? Did he say anything about his plan for black men? And on his cabinet? So that's what I'm saying. People would just say anything. They don't even stop and make it make sense. Because that right there made not a lick of sense right there. I think when both of them spoke on that platform, they spoke to the people. Nobody distinguished whether they was talking to black men or black women in that case. On My News reported it was a Charlotte, North Carolina airline crew with American Airlines that was on that flight. Sad, sad, sad. And I thought I saw somewhere where it was some skaters coming from somewhere on there. I don't know. I was half asleep when I was reading that. Jean, I saw a Negro woman once. Well, good for you. You don't live nowhere around the world then if that's the only time you saw one. Well, sure, come on out in the real world. Get out that box. You'll see a plenty of them out there. And they're not called Negro anymore. We're now black. We've passed that stage of being called Negro, Jean. Okay? Hit the like button, too. You came in here and made a comment. Sting, what are you saying? I don't know. It just got this down there. But the opinions of people and what they're saying, a lot of times, it's such a waste of your time. It ain't got nothing to do with you. They too invested into your life and not into the business of really living life. Miss Audrey, Ms.V, when you were a flight attendant, did you ever have any scary moments? Not as a flight attendant, but I've had one on a flight before. We had to do a belly landing in foam on the runway. That was a little scary. But at that minute, my thoughts were, either we gonna make it or we're not gonna make it. God, if we don't make it, just take me with you. Don't leave me in hell for the rest of my life and the life after. I live one hell down here. I ain't trying to live another one. No. And that's basically a short prayer. I mean, it wasn't like I called nobody or said anything was going on with the flight. Just sit there. Talk to him. That's basically all I could do. People sitting on the side of me, just as nervous and just as scared as I was. But, you have to get rid of the fear too. And you have to get into another realm of thinking when things like that are happening. So, you have to start looking at the hereafter. If this plane don't make it down safely, then I'm thinking about where I'm going after here. Take me with you. That's all I can ask. I may have done some things wrong here, some things that I did and I didn't even know I did wrong. Okay, but at this moment, I'm repenting for everything. That was my mindset. But we made it. Obviously, I'm still here. Things say Black or African American women, sweetheart. Miss Archer, yes, that was a skating team of young adults on the flight. I thought I had read that, but like I said, I was getting sleepy when I was reading. And I usually fall asleep with the phone in my hand, and I wake up and it's laying under me, on the side of me. It could be up under pillows anyway. Sometimes I have to look for the phone. I know it was in the bed, but where in the bed, I don't know. We're just living in some strange times where people are really, really weird. They're saying and doing really weird stuff. The moderators, y'all see it more than I see it. People just coming off into chats and just saying stuff off topic. They ain't got nothing to do with them. And they trying to tell you their opinion of you for the last time. Matters not to me. Because I don't know you. I don't know nothing about you. For all I know, you could be fresh out of jail. And you can be anything you want to be out here on social media, baby. You can be a doctor, a lawyer. You can be an astronaut. You can be an Elon Musk. You just put a handle in there and you can just say anything you want to say. You ain't using your real government name where nobody can look you up. Kiki said, I subbed and I like the live. You are an awesome woman. Thank you, Kiki. Man, to be sure you just don't sub. Now come in and talk with us. You are more than certainly welcome over here. That's what we do. We break a topic and we chat about it. I got the topic ready for tonight too. Tangela want to talk about gun violence in America. And I got it. I got it all together. So hopefully she's in the hospital with high blood pressure, but hopefully she will be in on the topic a little later on this evening that she wants to talk about. It ain't going to be late either. Probably, I don't know what time it is now. Let me see. Probably in the next few hours. We can talk about that. 3:12, probably about 5 o'clock. We can talk about that because that is a problem here in America. And look at the insanity of the people, what they're saying. And they could be people who own guns. Can you see how dangerous they would be? Oh, my word. They said Elon Musk made more out of this election than we'll ever see in a lifetime. Over $200 billion. Mikey, hi. How's it going? It's going good for me. I'm up in my house minding my business. Just trying to keep up with what's going on in the world. And listening to all of it's more foolery that's coming through these days than anything that's going to help you or benefit you with your life. From the top to the bottom. That's the world we living in. And I never thought that I would live during these times where you have worked all your life and you get there and you're supposed to be really, really enjoying your retirement. I had to really, really stop and go back through it and say, okay, it ain't going to be like what you thought it would be, but it is what it is. So you're going to adjust to the situation now. And that is, you're going to live like you want to live. You're going to do what you want to do. As long as it's legal, it ain't getting you in trouble. It ain't getting nobody else in trouble. You are better off solo than ride with a bunch of folks who don't quite have it together. 1 minute, they with you. The next minute, they ain't. That's because their life is messed up. How can you be with somebody one day and against them the next day? You never were with them. Okay, you just told your own story. But to a mature individual, it doesn't matter. Not at all. We've lived too long to worry about the petty things in life. What's up, Reba? How you doing, Glamour 3? Platinum. Get 'em, mama. I'm just telling how it is. I mean, not even how I see it a lot of times, because it has been written out there for us to read it. Now, how you want to interpret it is a whole different thing. That's why you got so many religions around the world today, because people interpret everything differently. Okay? They see it how they see it. I don't knock none of them. Think however you want to think, feel however you want to feel. That's your choice. in 6 hours before you. I'm sure to come back and talk when I see you. Okay, Kiki, I appreciate that. And thank you for subbing. Okay, T, since you are inviting the January 6th crew to the White House. Lord, I saw that too, Miss Audrey. Criminals. But what's wrong with that, though, when you stop and think about it? Ain't he in there? Wasn't he charged and let go? Well, no, he wasn't charged. It was said by the judicial system that they had 30-some counts against him. But he's the president. So he told them people to go down there and invite. Now, again, he making a lot of history because we probably would not be able to go back and find that has ever happened before. Ever in the history of America. He's changing America right before our eyes. Day and night. You wake up one day, it was like this. You wake up another day, it's like that. So who do you go with? This or that? If you like me, you just sit up there and you just look at it and you say, and really send out prayers for the people of America as well as yourself. Because none of us know where we're going. We lost. Like the children out there in the wilderness. We lost. And another thing I heard is T trying to make the whole United States Catholic. That ain't going to happen either. You're dipping off into things that ain't none of your business when you start doing that. It's too many different religions across America that people are really into and involved with, and that is what they truly believe. So what you saying, if you want to do that, you're saying that the Catholic faith is dominant over every other religion. And if you ain't Catholic, you're not going to be saved? Is that the way I'm supposed to interpret that? Because you ain't even saved by your religion. He better pick up that book and try to understand it a little bit better than that. Your faith ain't got nothing to do with religion, not your faith. Because he told you to have faith just the size of a mustard seed. And that ain't very much because a mustard seed is very, very small. But I ain't read nowhere where he said Catholics the only ones going to get off in there. Now, if it's in there, he going to have to come show me that now. We're going to have to do another telephone call. I thought I was going to be able to make it about a month. But we're going to have to phone in again. Just like the other night we made that phone call. We got questions. We need answers. And we don't need no, well, what? I'm blessed, Auntie V. I see you looking swell as well. Thank you, sugar. I feel swell. I went to the doctor yesterday. What I thought I had a respiratory problem ended up being just allergies. That's it. Now I made my dentist appointment because I am sick of these teeth. I'm behind about 8 months on my dentist appointment and my teeth are looking like it. I want my teeth cleaned and whitened because just brushing them, it ain't working. It's time to whiten them again. It's time to clean them again. So that is the day before my birthday, which my birthday is February the 19th. Oh, and that reminds me, I need to go down there and see if the other package came before I come back on next time, because lady asked me to make sure and let her know if I got my package in the mail. In God, I continue to trust. It's the only person you can trust these days. He may not come when you want him, but he always on time. I'm a living witness. It's times I called on him and I wanted him to come right then. But he let me go through a little something, something. And he taught me a lesson when I went through that little something, something while I was waiting. Wait on him. That's what he taught me in the waiting period. And he came on through. Sting say it's about 5 or 6 people that were pardoned back in prison. Does one lady I was reading, or there was one lady I was reading about unalive someone while she was drunk driving. Oh my. Ms.V, what do you think about him trying to change the Gulf of Mexico into the Gulf of America? I think that's just a waste of time because it's only going to be the Gulf of America on the American side of the Gulf. If you on the side of Mexico, it is still going to be the Gulf of Mexico on that side. None of us own the water out there. God created the heavens and the earth. He made land and he made water. So it don't belong to us. None of this stuff. What's so important about changing the name? To me, that is a slur against Mexicans and the country of Mexico. This is ours. So why you just didn't go out there and build a wall? You so good at building a wall and halving it up. I don't know. Thing that makes no sense to me. To me, it's a waste of money again because Google Maps are going to have to change that to the Gulf of America because it's been pinned now into law. Another waste of money to me from where I stand and what I see. It's been the Gulf of Mexico all these years and it ain't never bothered nobody. But apparently it's bothering somebody now. I guess. Whatever. I'm on my face. Sting, I heard about a man he pardoned, had a shootout with police and he lost his life. Wow. Ain't no telling what them people he pardoned, what the crimes were. It didn't matter if they were down there in that Capitol that day, he sent them down there. So I guess he felt like he owed them that much. Thinking too much cause problems. Hello, welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. I'm great. I'm doing good. Thank you. Allergies kicking butts this time of year. Yep, that's what he said mine was. I was doing a whole lot of coughing, and he wanted to give me a shot yesterday, but when he told me steroids was in the shot, I was like, man, I don't think so. You got to be a little bit more conscious and a little bit more careful as you're aging, what you putting in your body, because it ain't as strong as it used to be. It can't fight off stuff it used to fight off. So when he told me the antihistamines and the Flonase and the stuff I already had at home would work just as well, so I was just like, well, I might as well go home, check the expiration dates, and use it. Then I still got my card I haven't used this year that comes with the Medicare. So I'm just gonna go down there and get me some antihistamines. He told me which ones work the best and get the Flonase and be done with it. I think he told me it was Zyrtec that he would recommend. And he actually gave me a choice. He told me, he said, the shot is just gonna work faster. That's all. But I'm not telling you you have to take it. I said, well, I'm glad you were honest then. And that wasn't my regular doctor yesterday either. I don't remember what state it happened in, Sting. Yes, ma'am. There's a blessing in your lesson. Thank you, Reba. I appreciate that. Question: what does your wife do? Because every other president's wife was involved in different programs, just involved. I didn't see nothing she did the last time. If y'all know what she did, Y'all can tell me. Because in the beginning, she wasn't even there in the White House. And this time around, I'm not sure if she's going to be there full time like most other wives were there. I don't know. I don't remember nothing. Ms. Audrey says she just asking. Sting, Audrey, she does absolutely nothing. She don't even want to be the president's wife, and she's not living in the White House. I saw somewhere where she said she was going to move in, but she moved in the last time, but she wasn't in. You know, she was more so in New York than she was there. It's a strange relationship and marriage to me. And they do have a prenup, and they do go back into it from time to time because I read about that and they update it. Right now, she's pretty happy because he's pretty much secured her and their son, Byron. And this morning I heard he pardoned a big drug lord from the black market. If you got favor from him, it's probably because you've been dealing with him. But this country is being run now like a business because that's what he is. He was a businessman. Went bankrupt many times and was able to bounce back. But that's what he is. He's a businessman. So he's running this country more governed by business. And most of those people on the cabinet, if you look on the cabinet, they're business people too. They're not career politicians at all. Most of them don't have much political career behind them. Rubio is one that does. But I don't know nothing about the rest of them folks. Byron said he's staying at the Trump Towers. He's grown now. He can do what he want to do. Yeah. And I don't really blame him. He's a grown man. Why he want to be up in there? Mm-mm. Exactly, Reba. Don't nobody want to be around T. Says Thing. Wife does nothing but fake smile with plastic looking face. She never really has a genuine smile. It's not like an inviting smile anyway. And she's staring when I look at her. It's like she's so far away from here is what I see in her eyes. Lordy, if my mom or grandma heard me speaking on allergies, they said, come here and giving me some castor oil or some 3-6s. Nasty stuff laughing, but it did work. I ain't heard of 3-6s since I was a child. I don't even know if you can find 3-6s no more, Miss Audrey. Now, castor oil is still out there. But the 3-6s, we got it every spring. And we didn't go to the doctor very much either. We didn't have no need to. I remember one brother breaking his arm, and he had to go to the doctor, of course, to get a cast. I don't remember nobody else. And you know, when we were siblings going to the doctor, we were probably all grown before we went to the doctor. And I was the first child born in the hospital. The rest of them were born at home by midwives. No problems. Not the black market, the black web. And he also pardoned a child pornographer. First time in history that's happened. You're doing a lot of pardoning. It wouldn't surprise me if he would pardon Diddy. It would. I don't know that connection. Anybody with a connection with him it appears that they are getting pardoned. Audrey, that 3-6s used to turn my insides out. They always would tell us to use some citric acid like lemon juice or orange juice behind it to kind of break the taste of it. Baby, that acid would just make you just go in there and just upchuck everything. If you add anything in you, it came out one way or the other. Jank. Apparently there is a rumor about her being assaulted by him. Who knows about them people? You know, We have no idea what's really been going on in their life. But all I can see and say is it don't look too happy to me. You know, when Michelle and Barack were going down, walking down the avenues or the roads or whatever to the White House and walking up the steps, they did look happy, whether they were happy or not. Think back, every other president and their wife, their appearance. This woman sometimes is walking way behind him. He way out in front of her. They're not holding hands. I've even seen them where he reaches for her hand and she puts her hand down as if I'm not holding your hand. We've seen this with our own eyes. So what are you supposed to believe? He pardoned him because the drug lord deals in cryptocurrency and Trump has bought a lot of it. See what I'm saying? It's anybody he's connected to. What's up, TNT? How you doing this evening? And don't forget about the turpentine and the sugar. Now, I never took that, the turpentine and the sugar. But my grandma, I told you, lived with us. Them boys were older than me. I came after the 5 boys. They had to take it from the grandma who lived with us. By the time I came along, grandma forgot about all that stuff then. Grandma was in her 80s. Yeah. Leaving 70s and going into her 80s because I think she left here when she was about 85. So grandma wasn't even worried about that at that time. Plus, there was doctors then. Everybody was going to the doctor. And it used to be a bush in the yard. My mom used to get the leaves and make tea and tell me to drink it. Oh, wow. I wonder what kind of bush was that. Them old folks had some remedies, though. But that stuff did work. I told y'all when I was little, one of my brothers was pushing me in the yard in my daddy's baby buggy, which was one of them big old buggies back in the day. Didn't fold up or nothing. It was just great big buggy. You've seen them old time buggies. It wasn't no stroller. It was a buggy. Big old wheels on it. And he pushing me in the buggy. I'm a little girl. And he rolled over a stick and the stick popped up and cut my leg. Okay? Pretty deep. All grandma did was put cola on it and wrapped it up. My leg is still intact. The scar, I can't hardly even see it no more because it's gone away. But that scar was there for years. I never got a stitch, not one, nor did I go to the hospital. I had my socks on right there. From there, I don't know, down to there somewhere like that. And you see the big white scar right there? Right there. And you see how wide it was? My leg's still intact, right? Could y'all see it? Hold on, let me turn it this way. I tried to flip the camera over. Let me turn it this way. Okay, here we go. You see that big white scar right there? That's where the stick popped open the leg when he rolled over. All right? And from here to way over here, that long, and you see how wide it is. Do you see any stitch marks on there? Because it wasn't none. It wasn't none at all, sugar. Mm-mm. Not at all. No, ma'am. Happy birthday to you. TNT, today is her birthday, y'all. She let everybody know. Glad you made another one, baby. I'm looking forward to making another one, too. God bless you. Glad you were able to come over and tell us it's your birthday. No, what the? Is a sugar wooger now. Come on in the building, baby, and join up with the family. Thank you so much. Now everybody telling you happy birthday, TNT. You gonna do any birthday celebrations on your channel over there? Hey, Shatika. Peace and blessings. and all a good day. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. I just saw where Trump did something else. It just popped up. I remember my mom used to cook biscuits, fat back meat, get some molasses and make a hole in the biscuits. Honey, it was good. Yeah, them old folks, they cooked like they wanted to cook back then because they were so used to using whatever they had. And they knew how to put a meal together that will stick to your belly and not make you hungry. This old fast food stuff, you see that stuff don't last long. You be hungry again. And then when you heat it up, it don't taste like the food that you cook at home either. Nope. Thanks again, Nawatha. All right, y'all. We up on our hour. So if I'm gonna come back again and talk about what Tangela wanted to talk about, I'm gonna need to get off of here and finish cleaning up my bedroom for the day, which I hadn't because I had a whole bunch of clothes I had to fold. I washed up everything. So I had to fold up a lot of clothes. So I need to get up, put up all them clothes that's on that bed, change the sheets on my bed, and start over for tonight. Okay, in the bedroom. So I'm gonna do that in the meantime, and then I'll come back and I'll see y'all maybe somewhere a little bit after 5. Till then, take care. Love you much. Thank y'all for coming in and hitting that like button. Y'all are doing awesome over here. Love you. Bye bye.